working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Washington football team. The ball on the tee. We're set for football, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first down. Hines. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Hines. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing after the interception. Weber drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Weber. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Weber. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Chubb on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Weber. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Weber. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Vikings 14, Washington 7.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less, that's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Weber. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Weaver eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Badgley's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the gun, Hines. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have the Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, trying to get the defense to flow the other direction on the bootleg, but Charles, they were not fooled whatsoever.
I like your description there because on that flow, all you're trying to do is get them to take one step or two to the opposite side, and then you gain the advantage. But a really nice job by the defense. They didn't get caught up in it at all, able to bring him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Off the play fake. Weber. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Jabril Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now go.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Hines. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on third down. Hines, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there just before halftime.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down.
And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Operating from the gun, Weber. Flush to his right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hines. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and
4. Cook on the toss left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
So I'm not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Weber. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Weber. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off the play fake. Hines buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on second down. Hines. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Hines. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, it's Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 35-yard line.
Off play action. Hines. Finding Knox there, complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Hines going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and they come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Weber. He'll find Metcalf. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll find Everett there, complete. He's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
To throw on second down. Hines.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw. Hines. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points.
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
First, Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hines. He's got his man. It's White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On first down, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, Weber. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Weber. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Off the play fake. Weber. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Weber. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right